Are you planning a building project on your property? If so, you might be wondering when you need to notify your neighbour about your plans. This is Hampshire Party Walls, answering all your party wall questions. Today we'll summarise the types of works covered under the Party Wall Act for which you must inform your neighbour. First up, let's talk about the construction of a new wall on the property boundary. Then we can cover repairs or alterations to existing party walls or party fence walls. And finally, we'll discuss excavations near properties within specified distances. We'll walk you through the process of serving notice and how you can resolve disputes that may arise. Section 1 of the Act covers new building on the line of junction. So if you're constructing a new wall on the boundary line between two properties, you must inform the adjoining owner. You need to serve a notice of at least 1 month before you start the work, and your neighbour has 14 days to respond. If they don't respond, then they are deemed to have disputed. So if you're building a new party fence wall that sits astride the boundary, the cost can be shared between the two owners. However, if your neighbour dissents, they don't want that, then you only have the right to build on your own property. You can have the outer face of the wall right up to the property boundary, and it has to be built at your own expense. Section 2 covers the repair or work on an existing party wall. So the repairs or alterations to an existing wall, these could include deepening the foundations if they're not strong enough for the project that you have in mind. Maybe adding a damp-proof course or adding flashing. Maybe inserting a pad stone to support a beam. For any of these works, you need to give your neighbour 2 months' notice. This longer notice period allows for your neighbour to issue a counter notice. For example, if they have their own building project in mind, they might want the foundations strengthened beyond what your project requires. Section 6 covers excavation near neighbouring properties. This section covers excavations for foundations near your neighbouring property and his foundations. If, for example, you're planning to excavate within a certain distance from your neighbour's property, you need to serve a notice of at least 1 month before starting work. Again, if the neighbour doesn't respond within 14 days, you are considered in dispute. The rules for excavation are a little bit more detailed. If you're digging within 3 metres of your neighbour's property, and the foundation that you're digging will go deeper than the existing foundations of your neighbour's property, you must notify them. For excavations within 6 metres, imagine please your neighbour's property and his foundation, and from the bottom of the foundation we draw a plane at 45 degrees sloping downwards into your property. If you're within 6 metres and you break that plane with your foundations, then you need to notify your neighbour. Well, let's summarise. To recap, there are 3 main areas where you need to notify your neighbour. These are under the Party Wall Act of 1996. Firstly, the construction of new walls on the property boundary. Secondly, Section 2, repairs or alterations to an existing party wall. And thirdly, Section 6 deals with excavations within 3 to 6 metres of your neighbour's foundations. Remember, proper notification and communication with your neighbours can help prevent disputes and ensure a smooth construction process. Thanks for listening to Hampshire Party Walls. Don't forget to like and subscribe.